Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your pick a card. Today I'm going to ask Spirit in a channeled message all about your soulmate and any details that Spirit wants to share with me. I do have some initials and I do have some charms. So we have three choices today. Let's see what they want you to choose from. We have some animal spirits today. So the first choice is Group A, which is a dragonfly spirit, the number 22. Truth transcends illusion. So we have a dragonfly. If you feel drawn to dragonflies or dragonflies are important in your life, that could be your choice. I have Group B, which is the number 41, the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. Okay, so the songs of the nightingale. And Group C is the number 30, the grasshopper spirit, which is take a leap of faith. So you have three choices. Choose A, B, or C. I will time stamp the readings in the description below, and I will see you in each of your readings. Hi, Group A. If you chose the dragonfly spirit, this reading is for you. Truth transcends the illusion. So we want to know the truth. I like the little crown that the dragonfly is wearing, the sense of wear your invisible crown and, attract this person into your life. I really like that. And of course, we love dragonflies because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, I'm a psychic medium, and dragonflies are oftentimes a sign from a lost loved one that lost loved one has come to visit you. So many of us are aware that dragonflies are important to us. So I'd like to think that a lost loved one is helping you to find your soulmate or to steer your soulmate right into your arms. So let's get started. Spirit, I ask that you guide us. I call upon all our spirit guides. I ask that you share with us any messages of love from our soulmate, our future soulmate, confirmation with somebody that may be in our life now. I am listening for you now. I have a connection. I love a bridge. Love is the bridge connecting our souls. Cherish those connections, the sense of crossing over. That, boy, they're saying to me that your path is like you're on the path and like you're almost ready to cross over. So the timing could be really, really good for you. We'll see at the end of the reading what the timing is, but it was like you're heading into that bridge, you're heading into that path. So that crossing over point is just right around the bend is how it's coming into me. So I always like to think that once I cross over to the other side, like that's where I'm supposed to be. That's where my person is supposed to be. Like they're just waiting on the other side, or they meet me in the middle. They're coming from their side, you're coming from that side, and we meet in the middle somewhere. I have true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. So is this the person? Of course, if it's a soulmate connection, this is the person that we want. We don't want anything less than true love, Spirit just said. We're not going to settle for anything less than magnificent. They just said that you feel like this is everything that you've ever wanted, and I'm hoping that it's more. I'm hoping that it turns into it's better than I thought, or this is more than I wish for. So Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you have? I have a Six of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a Knight of Swords. And I have a Six of Wands. I have to tell you, the Knight and the Six of Pentacles are definitely, somebody's ready to make their move. Okay, so this crossing over point, this feeling of I'm getting close, I'm making a decision. It is a feeling of somebody deciding that they really want to chase you. They really want to get to know you. And this beautiful energy of I have a lot to give. That this person, and not necessarily maybe in the material world, that would be great, but I have a lot to give. I have a lot of love to give. I have a lot of energy to give. I just want to share my life with somebody, just came into me. So your soulmate is searching for you because they have a lot to give and they're ready to give it to you. So I do feel this beautiful sense of making a decision. I feel that this Queen of Swords is has a little bit of a prove it to me energy. And I'm not a big prove it to me energy person, but maybe you've been burnt, maybe you've been hurt, and you are just saying, you know what, I'll know it when I see it. I'll know if they're real. I'll know if they're the truth, real thing, if they're going to be a true love or not. So just trust yourself. If you know that about yourself and you know that you'll know when it's real or not real, then just, meet people and get to know them, and then that soulmate is going to appear, and you're going to realize that I'm almost celebrating that soulmate in my heart before I even take it to the next step. You could be subconsciously saying, I'm so grateful you're here, you've arrived, like the time's up, you're finally here. So a little bit of the anticipation of the waiting, right? So 10 of Cups at the bottom of my deck. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to say after the rainbow. And then I do feel like you're on the right path. I did feel like that path is leading you right over that bridge. So I wouldn't make any major changes in your life right now as far as so that you meet this person. I feel that you're where you're supposed to be, and it's just a matter of divine timing unfolding. So let's get some initials. Let's start with some initials. Now, some of you may be in a connection already, and you can confirm this. So I have this big, beautiful bowl of numbers and letters, and we're going to grab a handful and just see if some of these connect to you. Okay. I have the letter N. I have another N. I have a K. I have an O. I have a G. The letter D. Letter H. I have a letter G. Letter I. A letter C. I have two M's. M. And then I have two numbers. I have the number 4, could be April, 4 weeks, 4 days. Okay. And I have a number 6. So that could be June, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 of the month, something like that. So those are the two numbers. So if those have meaning to you, great. Let me know in the comments if they connected to you. I always like to see that it spelled somebody's name or we got somebody's initials, and it's kind of fun. All right, let's see any clues. I want clues. I want details. I want anything about this person's energy, what this connection could be like. Spirit, what do you have? I have a cabin, lonely, confined, isolated. Okay, an island. I'm going to say a hermit energy. Maybe this person's been alone for a while. They're used to being alone. They're used to living alone, Spirit just said. That could be you. That could be them. I don't think that I mind being alone, but I think that I feel like it's time for me to no longer be alone. And I feel like I'm not going to be with just anybody, is how it came in. I'm going to be with somebody that's important to me. So this person isn't willing to just date around. They would just as soon be alone than be with the wrong person. So you'll probably, when you meet them, they'll probably have been single for a little while, something like that. I have pillory. Okay. Dishonor, shutting down, caught in public, serving time, being vulnerable. I'm going to go with, you see the stockade. It's more of a, part of me feels like, I guess I could call myself a witch indirectly. I refer to myself as a psychic medium. But it's somebody who maybe isn't part of the norm, not in a bad way. Maybe they're intuitive. Maybe they're gifted. Maybe they have belief systems and they believe in things that the average person doesn't think about. you know, they're into astrology, they're into time travel, UFOs, you know, something that would be fascinating to them, whether they, you know, it's something that they wholeheartedly believe or it's just a hobby. But maybe people look at them and say, you know, like, that's weird. Well, it's weird to somebody else, but it's not weird to your person. It might not be weird to you. It might be something that you guys have in common. I mean, a lot of people can look at a tarot reader and say that's weird, but if you're watching this, you don't think it's weird, me hearing messages and reading cards. So it's something that maybe the general public would say, okay, you know, I'm not going to say that I don't believe it, but I don't have enough evidence, you know. So this person might be gifted, or you may be gifted, and maybe that's something that we talk about. I have a diamond. I have to tell you that that's coming into me. They're saying invincible spiritual power, a creative force with this diamond, and a commitment, of course. So this person is going to commit. A beautiful diamond, but it's purity, light. It's this sense of, you know, the sparkle, right? Multi-dimensional sparkles, glitter coming in at all different directions, the light picking up on all facets of the diamond. So this person sees in you probably amazing things that you don't even see in yourself. And, you know, it's that sometimes you look at somebody and you say they're a diamond in the rough, because they see in you things that you don't even see in yourself. And then you come to light and you sparkle when you're with this person. So this person could bring out the best qualities in you, besides being a commitment. That sounds really beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. I have a purpose-driven, secure, reliable, and keeps going. Okay, so this person is reliable. That's jumping out at me. They have a purpose. That ties into the spiritual calling that I'm feeling, that they feel like there was something that they needed to learn. I am feeling a shaman energy, almost. So they could be some kind of spirit guide. Or your spirit guide. So it is a feeling of a calling. I'm going to say it that way. This one flipped over. A spirituality. Look at the Hanged Man, tapping into their spirituality. And I also feel like that Hanged Man stayed in a position where I had to find the answers. So they probably had an awakening, or you've had an awakening, where almost like my life stopped for a period of time until I got the answers that I was seeking. What's my purpose? Why am I here? What type of people do I want in my life? So I have to tell you, this person sees things crystal clear for them, and they are driven in some way spiritually, which you may be really drawn to. You may feel that. I would be drawn to that. I would pick up on that immediately, that this person's very spiritual, that just naturally, not necessarily a religion, but just naturally like receives, you know, they're connected to nature. They're in tune with the universe. They definitely receive messages of some kind. So this person's very, very connected. A star energy, faith, hope, healing. This is what you've wished for, just came into me. Beautiful. This is what you've wished for. I have Mars, the Tower, a sudden change. Okay, so an upheaval in somebody's life that changed their life. I got to tell you, one of you has probably had something very traumatic happen in your life, or that caused or forced an awakening. And maybe we have a really good story to tell. Maybe it's just a great awakening story. Awesome. Spirit, please share with me my soulmate. What is it that I want to know about this connection? I love the spiritual journey that you're going to share. I have the 9 of Pentacles. There's a sense of security. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a Page of Cups. And I have a Judgment. This person knows what they want. It is a sense of, we go back and forth, I'm going to say, for a little while until that commitment comes. But I feel like the feelings just grow over time. There is an incredible sense of stability with this person. This person's not a game player. Our souls are connecting, Spirit saying we're able to talk to each other about everything. And I just feel like over time, it just grows. So that Page comes in with that crush energy. I like this connection. I really like you. I'm attracted to you energy, flirty energy. But then it goes deeper. It goes into that soul connection because this person really knows what they want. And they're going to want you, is how it just came into me. I have a Two of Wands. I see a future with you. You can see they're almost mirroring each other. And it's this sense of we both want the same thing, is how it just came into me. We just kind of look at each other and hold hands and say, yeah, you know, I want that also. I want to spend the rest of my life with you too. You know, I need you in my life energy coming into me. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see what they want for you for the charms. Let me just grab that. So I have this big, beautiful bowl of charms, and I'm going to grab a scoop and just see. These have some signs. They have letters, numbers, a little bit of everything. I love reading my charms because I just read them intuitively, see what comes out. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see the charms. Okay. So let's go with the signs first. Let's see what signs they may be. I have an Aries. It could be you, could be them. I have a Taurus. Just going to flip some of these over. See what's jumping out at me. Okay, I just got a confirmation of something that I said. Okay, I'll take that. Hold on. Let me just turn these over just so that I can see. Okay. All right. So the confirmation came in as these two little witches. I think you're both in this world. I think you both love this world. I think you both want to learn more about gifted people or your own intuition or a modality in this world. I want to read tarot cards. I want to learn astrology. I want to read charms. You know, there's a million things that you could do, but I feel like you're both in this world or connected to this world. And I feel like you both want to expand it, which is something that you have in common. I think that will be beautiful. I have a fairy tale. I have a fairy and I have a unicorn. So this connection is going to feel almost magical. I'm going to say it that way, that it's just this love. I'm going to put this heart with that. It just feels magical from the moment I meet you. It's a little bit too good to be true. It's a very easy energy. It's filled with love and fun, they're saying. It's just joyful. So that feels nice also. I'm not struggling in this connection. I have a Cupid's arrow. I like that. I'm going to put the Cupid's arrow and the butterfly together because it's after a transformation. It's after something in my life has happened, an ending. I've transformed. I'm a different person. I'm meeting somebody totally different than I had in my past. Like it's not even going to compare. Like I never would have picked this person years ago. So there's something very special about this person. And I feel very drawn to this person. I have a tree of life, but it came into me as I'm surrounded by trees is how it came into me. So this person could live somewhere where it's more rural and it has rows. I'm seeing, you know, like highways that have you know, trees, lots of trees before you hit the next house. So this could be more suburban, very rural area that I meet this person, or where you live. Or that is where we end up. Maybe we want to live somewhere where there's just more land and kind of live this peaceful life with just not a lot of people on top of us. So that maybe that's something that we choose for our future. I have a pair of glasses, so I do feel somebody's wearing glasses, although I think they prefer to wear contacts most of the time. I'm not seeing them. I almost feel like I wear the glasses at the end of my day. I take my contacts out and I just put my glasses on around the house, something like that. So I don't feel like when they're saying not when they're out in public, they tend to wear their contacts. It's easier for them. They're more comfortable. So somebody who definitely wears glasses. I have this is a world. This feels like I'm traveling. It's a globe. It's around the world. So I feel like I'm going to travel with this person. I do have a little elephant. I'm going to put this with the globe, and it came into me as India. Okay, so global travel, India. Could be Africa. Maybe we go on a safari. Maybe we want to go on a safari. That would be exciting. I have a sewing machine and a bow. And I don't know whether I make things, but I would say that one of us maybe has their hand in crafts. Not all the time, but maybe we like to make things, or somebody in our life is actually very, very talented. They make everything. They make, I feel like it's home decor things, wreaths, centerpieces, pillows, table runners. I feel like I can make curtains if I know how to make curtains. So it could be somebody in your family, it could have been a grandmother that could make everything. But I also feel like you like to do some of those things, but you wish you were better at it. But it takes practice. So, but you like to do those things. I do have a crown. So I'm just going to say, wear that invisible crown, be yourself, enjoy this journey. They see you as that gorgeous diamond with all those facets that are just shining the light on you. So they're going to treat you like gold, is how I feel. So this is your charms. And I liked the confirmation with the witches. I thought that was good. So somebody who's, I don't know, maybe they like to watch tarot card readings too. They could be, maybe they're a tarot card reader. You know, it's something simple, as simple as that. We have a common interest. Spirit, please share with me when. When is this soulmate coming in, or dates and times that's important to us? By the end of the week. There you go. Number 51. Thank you, Spirit. It's the wrong time. Okay, so maybe it's not this week. Maybe it's next week. Let's see. It's in the future. I do feel like you're close to crossing that bridge. I mean, you're on the right path. I'm going to say, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep putting your energy out there. So for those of you that are still looking, it's time for you to move forward. Let go of somebody or something that's holding you back. Step out of your comfort zone, step out of your box, something like that. And maybe get your energy back out there, because Spirit's letting you know your soulmate is searching for you. Maybe they'll meet you in the middle on that bridge. Spirit, please share with me loving messages to confirm this love, or to help us to manifest this kind of love in the future. I can't stop thinking about you. Beautiful. I'm really attracted to you. They're going to know, you're going to know. You're both very intuitive. I feel like you're going to know that I just met my soulmate. I know I just met my soulmate energy. And let's get one more of these. I've never felt this way before, and you've changed me. This person's going to go from I'm single to I want to be with you. I want to commit to you. So you are going to change their life and they're going to change yours. How beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, everyone. If you chose Group B, this is your reading. This is the Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around, the number 41. So the songbird is singing and I can hear you singing. I can hear, you know, it's like spring is in the air energy. I can hear the birds. The grass is greener. The sky is bluer. So very much a feeling of falling in love with that card for me. Spirit, please share with me, what is it that you have for us? What is it that you need me to know? I have passion. Keep the flame of passion alive. It's the heartbeat of love. So we have passion growing. I am falling for you, just came in. The way that I look into your eyes, you're going to know that this is something more than just a casual connection. This is somebody who you're going to fall deeply in love with, Spirit is saying. I have unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking any red flags. Now, that came into me as you just have a tendency to take precautions. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just don't go overboard, you know, just make sure that you're not making somebody jump through hoops, you know, to be with you, but certainly be safe. Certainly don't jump all in until you feel like this is somebody that you really want to be with. But I feel like the way that they look at you and the way that you look at them, that nobody looks at you like this is how I feel, or nobody's looked at you this way in a long time, that kind of deep soul gazing eye contact. They're saying romance at the bottom of the deck. So it's going to feel very romantic. Romantic surprises are on the horizon and be open to them. But I get the guarding. You know, some of you have a tendency to guard yourself more than others, Spirit saying. But this is somebody that you'll be able to trust. This is your soulmate, and you're going to see it in their eyes, Spirit said. Okay, so that's the first big clue. I would definitely say that the eye contact and the soul gazing is something that you've never experienced before, or you haven't felt in a long, long time. Spirit, please share with me. Loving messages. I have a 7 of Wands. I have a Page of Cups. I have a 10 of Pentacles. And I have a 6 of Cups. I have a feeling that you're going to recognize each other. This little boy, I kind of smiled when I saw the card, because it was the inner child in you that says, you know, I'm just so excited about this connection. You know, it takes a lot to get excited about somebody. And I feel like you either recognize them or you remember them. You remember that this soul connection, and that little person inside of each of you says, this is going to be fun. This is going to be good. And there is this, I don't know, kind of giddy, you know, childish, childlike energy. But at the same time, there's this beautiful sense of, I'm not going to give up on this connection, and I'm going to feel really grounded and secure in this connection. They're saying we'll build a foundation. Now that came into me more as we'll build a house. For those of you that would like to build a house, buy a house and gut it, have a project, they're saying. So some of you would love to do that, like buy a house and then just go in and renovate it. Maybe this person's in that business and they, you know, can save a lot of money doing things themselves, or they own a business that people work for them and they go in and they gut it. You know, they could own a construction company or something like that. But it was a feeling of laying down the foundation, like from scratch. So we could have that. I have a 9 of Wands. That came into me as I can overcome. This person's very strong. They've overcome obstacles. They have, it's a little bit of the person who says, I I fought for everything I have. Okay. Everything I have today wasn't ever handed to me. This is a person who maybe put themselves through school. They paid off their student loans sooner than they should have. If they own real estate, they always throw extra money at their mortgage payments, so they pay it down faster. Like, I just feel like this is somebody who kind of tackles big things with extra energy. Okay. So that's how they get ahead. So I could see this person being an entrepreneur. I could see them being a boss of a big business. I can definitely see them having some wealth under their belt, Spirit just said. I have a 5 of Wands. Nothing was handed to this person, especially when they were younger. They could have had a very difficult childhood. They could have struggled through childhood. My parents didn't have anything. I was raised with a single parent. If it wasn't for my grandmother, there's something about if there wasn't for my grandmother, I wouldn't have shoes, so there was a help from other family members to support kids. I have the Sun. This is a new beginning. This is a new person in your life. I have a Queen of Wands. This is somebody who is very, very attracted to that sunflowers jumping out at me. I love sunflowers. It's a sense of you love sunflowers. They love sunflowers. We plant sunflowers in the yard in the future. I want a garden with a big row of sunflowers in the back. That's something that I've always wanted. So I want to have a flower garden / vegetable bed. I want them to be raised. Like, I want them to be, I don't have to bend over. It's like a raised vegetable bed they're showing me. And maybe that's something that you have now or they have now. So that felt good. So that tells me I like to work in my yard. I like to do projects around the house. And I'm not afraid of even doing something custom, like building a custom house. So you guys have a lot of energy to do those things. That would be exciting. All right. So let's get some charms. I'm sorry. I want to do my initials first. So I got ahead of myself. I was so busy talking about the garden. All right. So let's get some initials. Okay. I'm going to go back so you can see the whole thing. Okay. Let's get some initials and see. Yeah, I mean, it's two people that like to, I guess, make and do things. There's always those people that are really good at projects together. So I'm going to say you guys make a great team. You make a great team. You could be talented. You both have a great eye for things. Maybe somebody's an interior designer or has an eye for things. I have the letter U. I have an E. I have an S. I have a T, the letter F, the K today, the letter N. I have another U, the letter R. I have an O. I have another F. I have an H. I have a W, Y, and I have another O. I have the number 1, so January, 1 week, 1 month, first of the month, and I have a 6, so June, 6 weeks, 6 days, 6 of the month, something like that. Okay, or the number 16 or the number 61. We can do it that way also. Okay, so those are some initials. Those might connect to some of you now. If they do, let me know in the comments. I always like to see that you had your person's information there, or letters, initials. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you need me to know? Ooh, this one's jumping out. Let's get the jumper. I have happening soon. I love that. The number 2. I like the little dog. Somebody might have a little dog. A situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. So if you're waiting to hear from somebody, or you have met somebody and maybe you are wondering, is it going to turn into something more? It's happening now. That whatever it is, it's developing. So something's going to change. Something's going to move forward. That was nice. That's a good one. And I have the weight of the world, the number 10, burdens, troubles, challenges, responsibilities, obligations. This person hasn't been handed anything in life. They could be at a really good place in their life. They could be wealthy, have a great business going. They've built it up from scratch, is what I would feel. But it was not handed to them. It was, nobody gave them money to start a business. Nobody helped them when, you know, they needed to throw money at a business. They did it all on their own, from their education to their work ethic, to their drive, to their ambitions. And that's something that I think you're going to be really proud of, to be with them, that this person is self-made. And it's somebody that I think that you really admire that about them, that particular aspect of them, that it took a lot of effort to get to where they are today. And you just admire them as a human being for having the capacity to achieve the things that they've achieved. So I'm going to say that that's a really good thing. I have it's happening now, again, happening soon, happening now. The situation or event in question is occurring right now. Boy, that's like a double answer. So maybe some of you are out there saying, is it happening? When is it happening? Is this person going to call? Aren't they going to call? So Spirit's kind of confirming for you that it's happening now. I would say that that's a pretty strong confirmation of some kind. Spirit, please share with me. Tell me about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? I have intuition and inner knowing, the High Priestess. Now that feels more about you. It feels more that you will get a sign. You will have this, probably a sense of, I've never felt this way before about anybody. I never felt this strongly before about anybody, that I just knew that this was going to be my future spouse. I just knew this was my soulmate. We all get that when I think it's the right person. It's just a different feeling. Like, I'm going to marry this person someday. I can remember when I met my second husband, within a couple of weeks, I said to him, I'm going to marry you someday. And he was like, oh yeah. And I said, yeah, and I did. So, but he teases me because I'm psychic, but I was, at the time, I just knew. I had this inner knowing that this was the one. I just knew. The mystic, very intuitive, very seeking a higher spiritual ground, tapping into your intuition in this connection. You feeling alive, Spirit just said that you feel more alive than you've ever felt. So that could be a clue, like your eyes are wide open. You could feel really good about yourself. Your self-esteem could be really high. Your confidence could be really high. So you feel more alive is with this person coming into your energy. And I have a protector energy. They shield and defend the loved ones from harm. So we've got some kind of protector energy that wants to take care of you. I want to guard you with my life. I'm going to make sure nothing happens to you. Beautiful. I have the humanitarian, idealistic, compassionate, society improvement, volunteering, worries about, they're saying the economy, they're saying the environment. They could be politically active if that's something you're interested in, or they could be very politically knowledgeable and keep up on those things, or be very much aware of what's going on. I think because they're a self-made person, that they are very bright and certainly would be in tune to what's going on in the world. So but they may give back at this stage. They may like to volunteer. They may be on boards for nonprofits, something like that. You could volunteer. That could be something you want to do or you're doing now. Spirit, please share with me. I have an Ace of Swords. Gorgeous. I have a King of Cups. Beautiful reading. I have a Ten of Swords. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. So the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords is this person's going to be completely honest with you, with their feelings. This is somebody who isn't a game player. They don't have time for it, quite frankly. This is somebody who's completely honest with their feelings. I feel that they are super sincere right from the beginning with the direction that this relationship is going and what their intentions are. They are coming out of something with this 10 of Swords. They may share that with you. They may share with you an ending. I ended a relationship recently. What happened there? And then this feeling of, I feel lucky to have you with this Wheel of Fortune, that what are the chances of me meeting you at this stage in my life? Or I feel like you were just put in my life for a reason. It could be as simple as that. But I think we both agree that this is bigger than both of us, and that there's this sense of we were fated to be together and we're meant to be together. So I'm definitely going to go with that for sure. But I like the sense of truth and honesty of their feelings. I think that's important to know. I have a Justice card. This person has feelings about, I'm going to marry you someday. I have a Three of Swords. They've had, I would say one of you has been divorced, that we had a heartbreak in the past, and it's always, you know, am I going to be happy? You're always afraid that you're going to go through that again in that second marriage. It's really scary, but I think they're open to that second marriage. I think they'd like to you know, be with the right person. I have a Three of Wands. They're definitely thinking big picture. They're definitely thinking big picture. They're going to be honest about what they want right from the beginning. So if they say I'm open to a commitment, then that's the person you're supposed to be with. If they say I would love to be with you, but I have no interest in being in a long-term, you know, I have no interest in committing. I'm just, let's see where this goes. That's not this person. This person's very focused. They are very, they know what they want. Okay. And they're not going to just kind of string somebody along, because they wouldn't want to be strung along either. So it's somebody who has more direction in their life than somebody who would say, let's just see where it goes. That's not what you're going to have. This is somebody who has a purpose and makes a lot of very big decisions for themselves, and they work out. They usually work out. So, you know, maybe they're disappointed. Maybe they had a marriage that didn't work out. Maybe you had a marriage that didn't work out, but they want to try again, is how I feel. This is a big bowl of charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see what I'm feeling intuitively with a scoop of charms, and see what Spirit wants to share with me. So usually I start with the signs. I have a Gemini. And let's see if I have anything else. Okay, let's get some numbers. I have the number 7, July, number 9, could be September, and I have a number 2, February. These could be birthday months. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to flip them over. And I have another number, so let's do that. I have the number 5. So that could be May. Maybe May's right around the corner. So when I'm recording this in March. So May's not that far away. It could be very close. I have a bird on a ring. And we have that nightingale spirit. I'm going to go with things like bird feeders. I'm going to say, because I had that garden, I had that feeling of being outdoors. I had that feeling of doing projects around the house. So it could be somebody who loves to work in their yard. It could be somebody who has beautiful, beautiful landscaping, and they have rows and rows of flowers. And in the flowers, they have beautiful bird feeders, and it's like a hobby for them. Maybe they have songbirds, or they like to see what kind of birds that they attract. So I just feel like it's just something that they enjoy, or you enjoy, or we do it together. Like, let's fill the bird feeders. I know it sounds silly, but it's just kind of a thing to do around the house, and it's kind of fun. I have an angel with wings. Okay. I'm going to put the dragonfly and the angel together because that is coming into me as a lost loved one that's very special to one side of the family. It's almost like one of us has lost a parent. The other one might have still both their parents. So it's hard. It's hard, losing a father. It's a hole that one of us is struggling with. And I feel like butterflies, and even a butterfly tattoo, possibly. They're even saying a loss of a sister. It's a hole that I can't ever fill. And the dragonflies do help me. And just the thought that this person's an angel now helps me tremendously. I have a zebra, and that is more of a unique feeling to me because no two zebras have the same stripes like a fingerprint. So this person may see you as very unique. They could see you as, I've never met anybody quite like you. You're very special to me, just came in. So they see something in you they've never seen. And that is probably why this is going to work. You're very special to them, is how that came into me. What is this? I have an elephant also, but that's coming into me as spiritual for some reason. I don't know. Is it Hindi? I don't know what spirit. It just came into me as the elephant represents spiritual. So I'm going to go with that. So maybe we have it's part of our culture. It's part of our religion for somebody. And they're saying the word sacred. So maybe that elephant has more of a spiritual meaning in this connection. I have an anchor. I think that's an anchor. I'm going to say, yeah, an anchor to a boat. So I'm going to say it's a pirate ship, but I'm going to say an anchor. I'm going to say you're my rock. You're my anchor. This person's very established. They have built something, okay, whether it's a business or a lifestyle for themselves, a career that's kind of outstanding. And they're very grounded, even with that. They remember where they came from, Spirit just said. And you do see them as a rock. You do see them as an anchor. And you're probably very attracted to that this person, even though they've achieved some success, they're still grounded. They still act normal, for the most part. It's not like they're rich and they are just like off the wall and demanding. They fill bird feeders, they plant, they want to plant sunflowers in their garden. They want to have the best tomatoes in the neighborhood. They're just kind of down to earth person. So it's nice. I have this light bulb, and I'm just going to say an epiphany moment that they realize that you truly are something different. You really are special. So there could be a moment in time that they just kind of cross over into, I really, really like you, into, I just realized that you're the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And it could be just a moment in time. Sometimes it's just one thing that just kind of says, this is it. I've just made up my mind. I want to stay. I want to stay forever. You're my soulmate. And yeah, here's the time. Yeah, here's the clock. I feel like it's a moment in time. It's an epiphany. It could be a special event. It could be a very romantic evening. It could be the first time we say, I love you. It could be, we talk about our future. So it's just this kind of moment in time, I think, that we'll never forget, both of us. So that feels really beautiful. All right. So those are the charms, and I hope those connected to you. as well. And let's see what other messages they have for my group B. Okay, so let's see what they're saying. All right, so let's do a time. Let's see when. Anything about time around this connection that you have for us, Spirit? What is it that you want us to know? I have the next couple of months, the number 43. That's nice. I have September being important, the number 23. I have by the end of the day, when you're watching this, if that happens, you're going to say, that psychic, Kathy, is so spot on. I mean, my God, my soulmate appeared right after the meeting, right after the reading. There you go. I have November being important, the number 25, and Spirit's asking me for one more. Okay. And I have time feels frozen. All right. You're not stuck. Okay, just a reminder, you're never stuck. You know, we're always in motion, and divine timing is always moving forward, and they know your timelines and they know what's best for you. So you're never stuck. So try not to use I feel blocked or I feel stuck. Try to think of it as I know the universe is in motion, and I know that I'm always moving forward. And it just helps with that energy of feeling like you're in limbo or nothing ever changes for you, or you have a hard time meeting your person. So, you know, the energy in the universe is always in motion. Spirit love messages. What does my future person have for me? Or confirmation of a person that could be in your life right now. That would be wonderful. I do see a future with you. Spirit knows what you want. Spirit knows that you want to settle down with that bird feeder. You want to build a house with somebody. Something's going on around that. We are destined to be together. We both feel it. Fated. And the chemistry is off the charts. So we're going to be very attracted to each other. This is a beautiful soul connection, and we're going to put this out into the universe now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How beautiful. If you picked Group C, the Grasshopper Spirit, this reading is for you. It says, take a leap of faith, the number 30. So that is the truth, is starting out in a relationship, it's a leap of faith. It's putting trust in somebody else. It's putting trust in Spirit and saying, you know, please don't let me get hurt again. Please let this be the person I'm supposed to be with. Let this be my soulmate. Spirit, please share with me the soulmate energy in and around us, coming towards us, or confirmation. I have secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. Not in a bad way. It didn't come into me in a bad way. It was somebody holding back their feelings, that they could be starting to realize that they have deeper feelings for you now than they thought they did. And maybe they have been keeping it to themselves, and we're just kind of waiting for the right timing to share our feelings. I have an ex, healing from the past, heartbroken, takes time, be patient. I've been trying to move on. Okay, so a little bit of a mixed feelings there. We could have some new energy coming towards us with, we are starting to realize we have feelings for each other, but we haven't told each other yet. And at the same time, I feel like we're trying to push some old energy away and not return, they're saying. And I have gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. This is one of those loves. Sometimes love comes in fast, and we know right away that I knew the moment I saw you. And realistically, people fall in love over a period of time. I get to know you. I care about you more and more. I look forward to seeing you and being with you. I start to almost rely on you to be in my life in a sense, like I would miss you if you weren't. So this is a feeling of it's growing, that this love is growing. So this love takes time, Spirit's saying. Maybe this person is taking their time, and that's something that you've been struggling with, but this love takes time is how they said it. Let's see what they're saying. I have a magician. That came into me as I love everything about you. I think they see all these qualities in you that are magnificent. I think they see you as, wow, they can do this, 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 and this. And like when they turn around and they look at you again, you can do this, this, and this, you know? So I feel like that you just keep revealing yourself to them as there's so much about you that they're attracted to. Beautiful. I have a 6 of Wands. This person's falling for you. Definitely. I have a Queen of Cups. Yeah, they have it in their head that you're perfect for them. They just haven't come out and said it. So I want you to look at their actions when this comes into your life. If it's in your life now and you're going through that, are they being good to you? Are they consistent? Are they affectionate? Do they look into your eyes when they talk? Do they listen? So look for the clues along the lines also of there's a we, there's an us, our future. We're going to do this in the future. Next summer, if they said something like, next summer, I want to take you to the beach. Well, they're assuming you're still going to be together next summer, right? So they're starting to already think ahead. You can see that they're planning ahead. So listen for those types of clues. This person might not be the look in your eye person and say, you know, like a soap opera, you know, line that you think you're going to hear. They're going to tell you in different ways. Sometimes people express themselves in different ways. They're good to you, Spirit just said. I have a messenger. That's coming into me as they're ready to reach out, or they like reaching out, or it was more of a, they like to communicate with you is how it felt. That whether it's a text message, or I'd like to hear your voice during the day, or I'd like to leave you a message and let you know that I'm thinking about you. So I think those messages are important. I feel like that is probably easier for them. They could express their feelings maybe easier in a text message than they can face to face. So maybe look at those a little bit closer and see if there's some hidden feelings there, you know, that you can kind of read between the lines, and they are telling you in their own way how much they care about you. I have a King of Wands. That came into me as I'm going to fight for you. Okay, they don't want anybody else to interfere. I have a 4 of Swords. I have a Queen of Wands. And I have a 5 of Pentacles. Very much a feeling of I've waited for this. Very much a feeling of I'll be there for you no matter what you're going through. If you have something that's difficult on your plate, I guess that's probably a way that you'll know that this is somebody that's supposed to be in your life, because it's almost like, I'm not going anywhere, you know, like I'm not going to make you go through that by yourself. You're not by yourself. I'm your safety net, or I'm going to catch you when you fall. So you finally have a support, true support. Doesn't mean it's financial. It can be just emotional support, but it's a feeling of you don't have to do it alone, is how Spirit's sharing it with me. Let's get some initials. Let's see what they want for initials. I've got this big basket of initials today, and I'm going to grab a handful and just first initials, last initials, and it has some numbers also. So we'll grab a few of those. Let's see if these are connecting to you. I have a V. I have a C. An R. I have a T. Another V. I have an I. Another T. I have an M. I have an L, I have an M, and I have another C. And I do have some numbers. I have the number 66. I have the number 3. So that feels like March. Okay, we're in March now. And I have a 2, February. I have a 1, could be January. I have 21, 23, 60, 62, 61, 31, 32. So we have some numbers and ages there too. That could be number of days, the day of the week. It can be months, something. So some of those numbers, the number 66, the number 66 almost felt like a house number to me, that I'm at 66 such and such, lane. It almost felt like a house number. I'm at 66 Sunshine Lane. All right, let's see what else they have. Let's see what else they want to share with you. Spirit, tell me what you need me to know about the soul connection, my soulmate, any details, any energy around this soul connection. What is it that you need me to know? I have Jack loves Diane. Okay. I have a broken heart. There's a crack. Okay. So I was let down. I was let down by somebody. My heart was broken. That could be on either side. The number 3 is in that card. 3 years ago, 3 months ago. So we could have I thought I was going to be with that person forever, and it didn't work out on either side. I mean, I guess you could say that about any adults. I mean, I would expect that somebody has had a heartache. I would expect that you're not the first person this person's ever dated, but it wasn't meant to be. Maybe that person was removed from their life so that they could meet you. I have a fortress. I have staying power, backbone, lasting, ready for anything. What it takes. I'm going to do whatever it takes. There is a sense of I'm going to fight for this. Okay. This isn't somebody who's going to let this connection just kind of like fuzz away. It feels like, you know what, I'm going to make it work. We're going to put all our energy into it. It's not always going to be easy, but you know what, we'll work at it together. So I don't feel like this person's just going to walk away when it gets hard or we have challenges. Like, this person's way stronger than that. I have a symphony. We're harmony. There's synergy between us. We're going to co-create something. Teamwork. I love that. Organization. So you guys could have something that you do that's in common. Okay. Whether it's work or a hobby or something that they're saying you both have been trained to do. So you could have some kind of training in a certain area. We're both in the medical field. We're both teachers. We're both police officers, like you're both trained in the same kind of field, not necessarily the same job or you work together, but you could have some synergy within the type of work that you do. I have a corset held together, prim and proper, following the rules. Okay. Keeping it together, a people pleaser. A little bit of I'm holding my breath, right? I'm wearing that corset. I'm holding my breath. I'm trying to do all the right things. I want you to like me. They're going to like you for you. Okay. You can unzip that corset and walk around without it. It's like coming home from work and taking your bra off and throwing it, in the closet. It is a feeling of you can just be yourself around this person. Okay. If you're used to kind of always being on guard, they're saying public figure. I don't know if one of you is more in the public than the other, and maybe you have to keep kind of a presence so that people respect you or they expect that of you. But when you're with this person and when they're with you, we can just be ourselves and let that guard down just a little bit is how it came into me. So we don't have to hold our breath around this person. We need to be more at ease. And I have an eclipse. Now we're heading into an eclipse. So this could be about the timing. We have a big eclipse coming up. Union of opposites. Okay. Emerge, a transformation, support, revealing something. So we could be overcoming some shadows. I like the merging. I like the support. Even a union of opposites, you know, that one of you is very outgoing and the other one is more introverted, you know, could be something like that. But usually those people do really well because for both of you to have the same kind of personality, it's like a little bit too much. So usually when you guys have one's a little bit more outgoing than the other, or one's a little bit more talkative than the other, something like that. Spirit, what else do I want to know about this connection? I have a philosopher. I study, I ask questions, I'm seeking the truth. I feel that the truth is going to be answered. I don't feel like you're going to be pulling teeth for the truth. I feel that this person's like, ask me anything. I'll fight for this relationship. And part of fighting is that I want you to know everything about me, because I don't want you to find out something about me that you think that I was keeping from you. So I feel like this person has nothing to hide along those ways. So just ask the questions. You know, if you feel like you need to know everything about them before you go to the next level, then keep asking questions. This card's come up in each of the 3 readings. It's interesting. So it's a very masculine energy to me. It's the protector. Masculine, divine masculine energy is provide and protect. That's its basic energy. So this person is going to be there to defend you, to shield you from harm, to fight. Literally, I keep saying to fight for you. To fight to keep you, to keep proving to you they want you in their life, put you as a priority, put you first. This is your soulmate. They don't want you to go. I have a Capricorn. I have a Devil card. Materialistic, restrictions, addiction, a shadow self. There could be something, they had said overcoming shadows. There could be something that they let go. There could be something, I used to drink. I don't drink anymore. I used to smoke. I don't smoke anymore. You know, I used to go to the casino probably too many times a week, and now I don't go at all. You know, whatever it is. But it's a feeling of, at least they admit it, is how I feel. At least they admit it, and they share with you that it's not something they do today, and they haven't been doing it for a long time. People do change. It could have been just a bad habit. I quit smoking 25 years ago. Okay. Does it mean they're going to pick up a cigarette while you're starting this relationship? Probably not. Not if they've quit 25 years ago for themselves, you know, so that's how you have to look at it. I have a Wheel of Fortune, expansive. This is a turning point. This is destiny. And this is meant to be. So here comes this Wheel of Fortune spinning that wheel. And aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky to have found each other in this journey? Beautiful. I have a shaman. Somebody's very intuitive and they can bridge the 2 worlds. Somebody who can connect even to, I feel, I know that my father is with me all the time, or I get messages from a lost loved one. I just know that's them. I see feathers all the time. I know butterflies come to me, you know, I find dimes, you know, so somebody who could be very, very intuitive and somebody who knows the signs of it and recognizes the signs when the signs come to them. So maybe they love that about you. If that's you, they could probably love that about you. You know, I love that you can pick up on those types of energies. Spirit, please share with me. I have the moon. I have a 6 of Swords. I have a 7 of Cups. And I have strength. This person's stronger than you know. I do feel like they've overcome something. I do feel like they put a lot of time and effort into healing of some kind, moving on from something. Could be childhood wound, something along those lines. I went to therapy. You know, I had a very difficult time with my relationship with my father, my mother. So it's a feeling of, but I healed and I moved on and I'm in a better place. And I looked at what was ahead of me, and I looked at, all the things that spirit had for me. And, why was I going down this path? This path wasn't working for me. So it could be you also. Maybe you decided to change your life and you made a big decision within your life to change your own path. I have a King of Swords. Like, the word they shared with me was determined. That this person is determined to live the kind of life that they want. And they want to include you in that life. But if somebody comes into their energy that doesn't allow them to live the life and the truth that they want, then they're not going to be with that person. So they really do need to be with that soul, that soulmate energy, that partnership for life, that we travel these lifetimes together, because they've already decided that they want to live a certain way. And it's not going to be just anybody who can meet those kinds of needs. So I'm going to say definitely we're going to know that it's your soulmate because you're going to be so in sync with each other. Spirit just said either things in common, very easy to hang out, very comfortable and compatible with each other, things like that. I have a 3 of Wands. That came into me as we start talking about our future, probably pretty soon, maybe sooner than we thought. It was a sense of, I can see a future with you. And what does that look like? And what do you want? What do I want? But I feel like that conversation happens very, very early on in this relationship. I have a 4 of Cups. Yeah, I'm not going to be with anybody. I'm not going to be with just anybody. They're going to be with somebody who is in alignment with their truth, because I feel like the changes that they've made, they've done too much growing, too much healing to allow another toxic energy into their life, or another person who is controlling or narcissistic or anything like that, demanding, spirit saying. I have a 4 of Pentacles. So they will guard their energy in that sense. I'm going to guard myself with, I'm not going to allow somebody into my life that isn't right. And I think we can all say that. I think that's probably something we can all say. But this person in particular knows exactly what they're looking for. And you're going to be in alignment with it. It's going to just kind of happen. It'll be easy because it's a soul connection. Let's grab some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. So this beautiful bowl of charms, and I'm gonna get a scoop of these. So let's get a scoop and see what your charms are saying. I'm gonna zoom in also so you can see them because they're little. Okay, let me see if I have any letters. I have the number 4. So for April. Well, April's right around the corner, so that could be a clue as to timing. I have a beautiful house. I want to have a house with you. That feels nice. I have a little gingerbread man, and I'm going to put the house with the gingerbread man, and I'm going to say it along the lines of seasonal. Okay, we could be thinking about living together around Christmas time or heading into the season, fall, late fall, Christmas, or maybe that's when we decide to buy a house in the future. But I feel like the house and the season somehow are connected. So I don't know, could be around Christmas time. We move in, we decorate a house for the holidays, we make gingerbread cookies or eat gingerbread cookies. So maybe it's a time to celebrate. That sounds nice. I have a lot of hearts. I'm going to put all these hearts together. Let me see. So I have 3 hearts, two hearts. They're like rings with a second heart and then a third heart. It's coming into me more as there's 3 of us. And the one heart that's smaller, it's either a child or a pet. I feel like these are like equal. They're almost equal. If you look at them, they're like hearts. They're a little bit different, but they both are kind of the same. And then there's a smaller heart. So, and I'm going to put this teddy bear with it. So It could be a child, or it could be a animal that has toys. I have cats. They have toy boxes. They go into the toy box and dig in the toy box for the toy that they want and pull out the one toy. So, but that's what it feels like. It feels like there's two of us, and then there's the third person is either an animal or it's a child. So that feels really nice. I have a tree of life and a tree. So I have these two trees growing side by side. Now, I had read, I'm not like an expert on it, but I read that trees have like a vocabulary that they talk to each other. And they talk through their roots. And like when one tree is diseased, they pass the message to the other trees and let the trees know that the roots are connected, that like, I'm sick and beware, like, I'm sick, I don't want you to catch this. So the trees somehow communicate to each other, is what I had learned. I don't know that much about it, but I believe it. And these two trees standing next to each other is almost like our roots are going to, and like we're two trees and our roots are going to intertwine, and like underneath the surface is going to be this whole world of us our connection with these roots. And they're going to talk to each other. So think of it as our souls, and going deep inside of our souls, and our souls talking to each other under the surface of this relationship that we have here in the 3D. So it's going to go deeper. It's going to go deeper. And I like that message. That's nice. Okay, so I have a rose. Okay. I have a crown, and I have love. This person's going to treat you like royalty. I'm going to say it that way. And I like the rose. I'm going to say the rose is more just, they go out of their way, maybe even birthdays, special occasions, anniversaries. Are they somebody that stops and gets you a dozen roses every day, every week? I wouldn't say so, but I feel like they acknowledge you and respect you on special occasions. So I wouldn't be surprised they send you flowers. I wouldn't be surprised they come home with flowers, something like that. So there's a little bit of, that romance in there. Is it hopeless romantic and off the charts? Not necessarily in this connection. They could be, they're just more there for you energy, which is fine. Everybody's different. I do like the unicorn. That came into me as I treat you special. Maybe they see your intuition. Maybe they see your connection to spirit, and they think you're magical. They think you're amazing. Like, how do you do that? You're so intuitive, so they could just love that about you. And I have a spider. Okay. I mean, the first word that came into me was creepy. Not in reference to this person. It could be that somebody that you've dated recently gave you the creeps. They became a stalker. They were doing weird things. They said weird things. Maybe it's a story about, maybe they had a spider tattoo. But it came into me as it was just creepy. Like somebody that you met, maybe you dated them, met them somewhere once, and when you first meet somebody and you talk about like, how's your dating experiences going? And we all have those kind of like weird stories about people we've dated. And that's what it feels like. It feels like just a story. And the word came into me as somebody was super creepy. So I'm glad they're not with you today. So those are the charms. Very nice. Very nice. I like the tree story. That was nice. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's see when. Let's go back to our screen here. And let's see when. Spirit, when is this all happening? Tell me, what is it that you have for us? I have 9 months from now. 9 months from now puts us at the holidays with that house. That would be from the time I'm recording this. I'm recording this in March. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be great? I have June being important. 20, the number 20, number 28. In a couple of months, the number 43. All right, so all good timing. And then tomorrow looks promising. I always like this card because it just tells me that, you know, if it's not today, there's always tomorrow. And that's how you have to look at it. It's any day now, but there's always a day that it happens. There is, if you're waiting, there's always that day that it happens. So, so it's in divine timing, and you do have to surrender to that. But this was a beautiful reading. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. And I want to thank you all for being here for my pick of cards. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the little notification bell for my uploads. Claim it, own it, it's yours in the comments. Take a ride over to my main channel, Kathy Mamelin Psychic Medium, for some more love messages for signs. You can take a look at that. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at kathymamelinspsychicmedium.com. In the meantime, we'll see you again real soon in another pick a card reading. Have a great day, everybody.